What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. I'm easy, joined by Spin Motor X, young Chris, Nicholas Koloff.
Let's go.
Microwave. We got Caleb, the colorblind, in the building, too. It's time to bring back old reliable.
Old reliable.
And it's buy or sell. I think this segment does the best during the offseason because you got guys, vying for a roster spot and whatnot. And I want to start with Matthew Betts, Vinny. Buy or sell Matthew Betts making the Detroit Lions roster?
I am going to sell.
Sell.
Matthew Betts making the Detroit Lions roster. I think if Matthew Betts would have had a chance to make the Detroit Lions roster, we would have seen more than 6 snaps out of him in that first preseason game. If you're going into that game and you're not getting a majority of snaps, they don't have a lot of faith in you. They have other people they'd rather see get more time. Unfortunately, Matthew Betts, your magic has run out. I still think you're better than Charles Harris, but I'll take the sell on Matthew Betts.
Matthew Betts, I'm selling. Now listen, he has every opportunity to showcase his skills in this upcoming game because you heard it already. Dan Campbell's sitting all the starters, so I'm assuming Matthew Betts going to get a lot of reps there. But I told you when they moved him back to edge, knowing that he was kind of vying for that roster spot, I felt like they were punting on him and his development just a little bit because they have higher goals right now than to develop some of these guys. Although they did draft Manu. I could be wrong in that. But I am going to sell as well. He can make me look stupid this very next preseason game, but we shall see. Are you buying or selling Matthew Betts?
I'm going to sell this one, fellas. I think the magic has run out, like Spencer said. And, you think about the 2-year contract that they gave Jake Bates. They did not do that with Matthew Betts, so they're not giving him a long leash. He has to show out. He hasn't yet. I haven't really heard any reports of him actually being super explosive off the line and super successful. I'm selling on Matthew Betts, and the Cinderella story will come to an end before the season starts.
Yeah, details on that contract real quick. 1 year, $795,000.
Does he get that contract if he doesn't make the team?
No signing bonus. Wow, it's just a base hit.
Wow.
So,
good for him.
Maybe, unless he's cut. We don't
Toss
have to
it.
pay that.
Yeah. Toss me that.
It's make it or break it for sure.
Let me get a 1 year, $750,000 deal. I'll make a backup right guard out of pure hustle, dude.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll be in there.
Caleb?
Yeah, I'm going to sell this.
Sell, man.
I'm going to sell this. There was a dumbass idiot on this show that said Josh Pascal has the same chances to make this team
What a fucking
as
idiot,
Matthew
dude.
Betts. Yeah, that guy.
He's an explosive
what is he
athlete,
doing? Where's his
Keyword was.
I'm selling this. The NFL is a different game than the CFL where he came from, and it's we got some depth there now on the defensive line. So yeah, I'm gonna sell this.
I think Uwu and Akamwu are I'd rather have either of those guys than Betts on this roster.
Yeah, I guess they're going to try to get Oku a few Sam snaps, but that's a tough position to play. I don't think we actually played the video of it, but we grabbed one at AAG kind of talking about that. No, we did actually. Him talking about Derek Barnes.
Yeah.
How reliable he is and how tough it is to find someone to do that. And we've tried it, multiple different experience with all types of sizes, and no one's really been able to fill that sandbacker spot. We might have to drive for it in the future.
Chris, you
Derek
betting
Barnes
on Betts?
last year.
No, I was never buying that snake oil you were selling. Dude, this man came from the Canadian Football League.
Hey,
what
so
is
Cameron
Dan
Wake.
Campbell about?
Let him cook.
He's about grit.
That's true.
He's about grit. What Canadian has ever had grit?
You're
Come
Canadian.
on, man.
You are Canadian.
I know.
Exactly. Yeah, my point exactly.
My point exactly. You think I'm making the Dan Campbell roster? No, man. I was never buying that snake oil. Fuck out of here. Sell.
By the way, chat, if you guys have a buy or sell topic you want us to go over, put it in there. We have stuff on the list, but if any of you guys come up with something else you want to do over these, let me know. How about this? Jake Fromm becomes QB3, and I say that
Fromm.
because I want Hendon Hooker to become QB2. You buying or selling, Spinny?
Bye.
Let's
This guy,
go.
Nate Sudfeld, is absolute dog shit, and he should not be on this roster. So I believe that Jake from Sudfeld, no disrespect, you're just bad at your job. I'm sure you're a real nice guy.
No disrespect whatsoever,
Yeah.
but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth.
It's true. I mean, everybody with 2 eyes can see that he is not a good quarterback. He is not an NFL quarterback, even in a backup capacity. Again, you're a lot better of an athlete than I am, a lot better at football than I am,
me.
but I get paid to yell at people. So I'm buying Jake Fromm. I think he can go out there. If he throws a touchdown, he should make the roster over Sudfeld.
I got to tell you what, Spinny, when we were at practice, I was watching him with Mark Brunell, and he was actually coaching him. I feel like if he was a camp body, that would have been the case. Just would allow him to run the drill as everyone else was doing and go through things. No, he was actually coaching him up on the type of drop back they want. Maybe it's for the drill itself. I'm not quite sure, but it felt like they're giving him a true opportunity to compete for QB3, maybe QB2. And Nate Sudfeld, again, he's been drafted 2017, or it was in the league in 2017. He's been the same guy ever since. What are we waiting for to happen here? It's not going to fucking turn into anything else. It walks like a duck, talks like a duck. It's a fucking duck. Buy or sell. Jake Fromm, QB3.
I would love to buy, but I'm selling. I am selling Jake Fromm for a few reasons. He has the master plan to the Ben Johnson offense. He has the blueprints to how this thing works, and he has the recipe to the secret sauce. That's the only reason why we don't want to let him get out. Any other contender that we have.
Get out. They were in the offense the same amount of time.
Nate Sudfeld is not leaving for that reason. That's the biggest reason why he's going to be on this team. That's what I have, and that's the only reason why this guy is still on this roster in my eyes. Because they have seen him play, and he's absolute dog shit.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, the history of the Lions tells you that the third quarterback is going to be dog shit. Because that is what they've been for the last couple of years, and I think this regime is all about consistency. So I'm with you, Nick. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I'm going to sell this. I don't think it's going to be Sudfeld or Fromm. I'm not saying they're going to bring in a guy like Ryan Tannehill, a guy we've talked about on the show. I just think it's going to be another veteran, cheap deal. I don't think it's going to be either of them. I mean, look, we could get a little excited about Jake Fromm because it's someone competing for that QB3 spot with Sudfeld. Because Sudfeld, like Spenny said, not good. So it's nice to have a guy to come in and compete. But look, historically in this league, Jake Fromm has not been great. Great high school player, great college player.
I mean, neither is Sudfeld.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think either of them are going to be on the roster.
I'm hoping you're right, to be honest. And real quick, too, I just want to give you an update on the Matthew Betts stuff. It was a $795,000 signing, basically a veteran minimum, and he was offered guaranteed money, more or better offers, at least with guaranteed money for other rosters. He felt like he could make this team. So I guess one thing I'm keeping an eye out for is him on special teams.
It's a lot of
him
bag
just trying to cut
milk.
any way he can. That is a lot of bag. Remember, he's number 95. You guys are watching this Saturday. But
A lot of bag milk.
moving on. I hope you're right, though, by Caleb. I hope that they're all fucking off the roster. Sudfeld, Fromm,
Yeah.
call Tannehill or somebody else. God damn it.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Like, I think the answer is I think this guy's not gonna be it either, and then they're just gonna sign another quarterback.
Tuggernauts says, I'm afraid Sudfeld makes a roster solely because of his relationship with JG and the talk that he's a good tape guy. Is him and JG tight? Is that a backstory I'm unfamiliar with?
Oh.
I don't know. All right, how about this one? Darius Fountain, buy or sell?
Oh, this one's tough. If you would have asked me a week ago, I'd be screaming buy. But again, like Chris in Wisconsin, I don't know about this, but I'm gonna buy. So
It's a smart, safe strategy.
It's a smart, safe strategy. I mean, you think even
When in
though
Wisconsin.
he didn't stand out in preseason game 1,
No.
that's
some
not on
targets,
him. That's how many balls did he get? How many looks did he
2,
actually get?
I think.
And they were all over the place. Like, it was throws from Nate Dudfeld. So he has been lighting it up with camp. He has been getting touchdowns from Jared Goff in camp. I think
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think he makes it over. Yeah, I'm like I said, like Chris in Wisconsin, I'm by.
Real quick, because you were at camp with me too. Did you notice
I want it.
DPJ at all?
No,
in camp
I noticed him
yesterday?
drop
Like
a
what
couple
team he's with?
balls.
He dropped a couple balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for getting you the facts behind it real quick on Fountain here. 3 targets,
It's a
0
tough one.
catches.
I'm not mad either way though. If you buy or sell.
I'm going to sell as much as I think he has an opportunity. I said it before too. I just think he's a guy you can reserve on a practice squad, and nobody else will pick him up. He's 28 years old. He's been around the league. He can survive it more than you're looking at like a Isaiah Williams or maybe some of these other guys. So I'm going to sell, but I'm still rooting for him. I'm still hoping he does.
Yeah. I don't see anything to give me reason to buy. So I'm out on it. And I think that's exactly where Dan Campbell is on it too. I think he wants to commit to one of these guys, but he's just not satisfied with any of them. So, I think you got to sell.
All right. Go ahead.
Real quick, I'm actually going to buy this because kind of to your point, Chris, like who does he keep around then? If we cut Fountain, is it so it's Amon-Ra, J-Mo, Leaf? And then who?
DPJ.
Who knows? You know, I mean, it sounds like Dan Campbell has been pretty frustrated with kind of a guy not stepping up. He did make a comment saying DPJ, looked a little bit better, but like you said, Spenny, he was dropping some ball at practice. Is it going to be Isaiah Washington they decide to keep? Is it going to be I can't remember his name. Caden Davis. I mean, if they cut Fountain, who stays? And I think Fountain might be first in kind of that race right now to not necessarily wide receiver 3, but to a roster spot as a wide receiver.
Nick?
Shut up and take my money.
I'm buying, baby.
Buying.
Yeah, I'm buying. Dan Campbell doesn't name drop you specifically and say you need to, he needs to prove it out there. If he does not think that you are capable of doing that and are going to do it. We remember seeing his Instagram post, wide receiver 3, go out there and take it. Jeez.
It's like, oh no.
Oh, jeez,
what
Rick.
have I done?
Oh no.
Oh,
No, I
God,
gotta
Rick.
take it.
I'm buying this one.
You sure the hell are, bud.
Yeah.
Bye.
Where that
All
one's
right.
going.